Hold onto your helmets, Chicago Fire fans, because we're about to dive deep into the heart of Firehouse 51, especially when it comes to everyone's favorite Ambulance 61 duo. Season 14 is on the horizon, and while rumors are swirling about some major shakeups, one thing Jocelyn Hudon, our beloved Novik, is hoping for is that her character stays right where she belongs, firmly planted beside Violet Mikami. And honestly, so are we. Remember when Novik first rolled up to 51, a bit hesitant to commit? Well, it turns out Chief Bowden and Violet knew exactly what they were doing. Novak wasn't just a temporary fill-in. She was the missing piece, the perfect counterpoint to Violet's focused, driven energy. As Jocelyn herself puts it, Novak has completely just found a family at 51. Isn't that just the most heartwarming thing? It's not just a job for her anymore. It's home. These two, Violet and Novik, have blossomed into one of the most dynamic duos on television. They're not just partners. They're a true team, a force to be reckoned with. They trust each other. They have such a strong bond. I think they complement each other really well, Jocelyn shares, and we couldn't agree more. Violet, with her immense responsibility and serious demeanor, finds her perfect balance in Novik's lighter, more supportive presence. Novak is that friend you can always lean on, the one who knows exactly how to brighten your day, even when the calls are tough. And Violet, in turn, truly appreciates that unwavering support. It's a beautiful thing to witness, a friendship forged in the fires of emergency calls and late nights at Molly's. Speaking of Molly's, Jocelyn loves those scenes as much as we do. They're the little glimpses into the softer side of our heroes, aren't they? Now let's talk about the buzz around Firehouse 51. With Ritter and Carver's potential departures, Herman stepping back, and the ever-watchful eye of the auditor, it feels like a storm is brewing, but Jocelyn is holding firm. I think Novik's staying right where she is, at least I hope so. I love exactly where she is. And honestly, we're all nodding in agreement. Novak has seamlessly integrated into the fabric of 51. Very hands-on with all the ambulance calls. She just fits. There's a comfort in seeing her confidently navigate the chaos, a steady presence amidst the unpredictable. Remember that flicker of something between Novak and Pascal earlier in the season? Jocelyn attributes it to a shared understanding, a bond formed by being the new ones who have been through some asterisk. It's a relatable connection, that sense of camaraderie with someone who just gets it. While she's unsure where that might lead, it's clear Novik's heart is open, even if she's playing it cool. And speaking of connections, can we take a moment to appreciate the brief, but glorious, roommate dynamic between Novik and Ritter? Jocelyn loved it. And so did we. It was a delightful peek into Novik's more personal life, her charmingly persuasive nature as she forced Ritter into it, with promises of playlists and general awesomeness. The big question now is, where will Novik live in Season 14? As much as we love the Violet Novak dream team, even Jocelyn agrees that living together might be too much. So the search for Novik's next roommate could be a fun storyline to explore. The love life of Novik is certainly an interesting landscape. We've seen her flirt with John Frost on Chicago Med, a connection Jocelyn clearly enjoys. I feel like that's also a relationship for them to explore as well, she muses, noting how well they get along. Then there's Damon, who seemingly rejected her a little bit, though Novik is keeping it casual. It's clear the writers have a few avenues to explore for her romantic future, and we're excited to see which path she takes. The important thing, Jocelyn highlights, is that any new relationship for Frost needs to be handled carefully, especially given his past at the firehouse. Speaking of Chicago Med, Jocelyn absolutely lights up when talking about working with the Med cast and crew. Those crossover episodes, like the intense one where they revealed Bowden's daughter, are so cool to film. It's a chance to step onto a familiar yet different set and immerse themselves in a whole new level of urgency and emotion. It's clear the bond between the One Chicago casts is real, and it makes those crossovers even more special for viewers. Back to Violet's love life. Novak is the ultimate ride-or-die friend. Whatever path Violet chooses, whether it's Flynn or Carver, Novak is 100% in her corner. You just got to get it out, say it, own it. Just give him the letter that you wrote for him. Let him know how you feel. And once everything's on the table, then whatever's meant to be will be. That's classic Novak. Blunt, honest, and fiercely supportive. She just wants Violet to find happiness, and she'll be there every step of the way, cheering her on. When asked about her favorite season 13 moments, Jocelyn immediately points to episode 8, the C-section episode directed by Brenna Malloy. That moment when Violet tells Novak to go, and Novak fiercely responds, "No, I'm staying with you no matter what. We're in this together," was very crucial to their relationship and their bond. It solidified their partnership, showcasing the depth of their commitment to each other, even in the most high-stakes situations. Another standout for Jocelyn was the scene with Chief Bowden on the bench after a difficult suicide call. It was a powerful moment where Novak, for the first time, truly confided in the chief, expressing her vulnerability about finding a family at 51 and not knowing how to fully embrace it. The chief's wisdom, reminding her of the unique bond shared by frontliners, was incredibly impactful. Jocelyn felt the pressure to deliver in those scenes, but it's clear she absolutely nailed it, showcasing Novak's emotional depth and inner journey. Looking ahead to season 14, Jocelyn trusts the writers implicitly. "I feel like she's in a really great place. Every episode I get, I'm like, awesome." But if she had one wish, it would be a crossover with Chicago PD. Imagine Novak, with her sharp wit and courageous spirit, getting involved in a PD investigation. Jocelyn even has an idea. If the ambulance gets robbed and unlike, I think that would be really cool to have some kind of PD action combo with Chicago Fire, Ambo Girls, and PD. That would be really fun. We are so on board with that. A little more interaction with Kid and Severide would also be on her wish list, as their storylines rarely intertwine outside of major incidents. So, as we eagerly await Chicago Fire Season 14, one thing is clear: Novak is here to stay, and we couldn't be happier about it. She's found her home, her family, and her incredible partner in Violet. And with Jocelyn Hudon at the helm, we know Novak's journey will continue to be engaging, emotional, and utterly captivating. Get ready, because the Ambulance 61 girls are just getting started.